Dan 50K Ige, he gets a unanimous decision against Nate Landwehr, and he ran away with this one, man. This is what I said. I said, Landwehr, you talked yourself into a top 15 performance in terms of opposition, matchmaking, and you got your opportunity. Now, I hope you're ready for what you wish for. And you could tell he was ready. I think mentally, right? I think mentally he was like, I'm the star that the UFC needs. They need to build me up. But even in the pre-fight pressers, it kind of felt like he was trying to convince himself a little bit as I can take advantage of this moment. I could change my life, my career trajectory. Dan Ige is almost the worst opponent to have because on paper, he's number 13. In real life, this dude is 5-10, bro. This is one of the best guys in this entire division. In a pure striking fight, Dan Ige, I mean, listen, there's levels to this, and he put that on display. Landwehr was never able to get the fight to the ground to be able to pull off a submission or anything like that. My only surprise is that Ige, I really thought he was going to put him out. That TKO bet that I placed for Dan Ige, you got the sub on that one. I really did look at that and say he did what he needed to do. He had a couple of those opportunities. It just didn't click the way we wanted it to, but it was not a bad bet. Would you agree with that synopsis? And what was your take on the fight?
Yeah, I know. I would agree with that synopsis. The only reason he didn't put Nate the Train out is because homeboy is stubborn. He has a great chin on him, and he's very, very durable.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone else in there, they're going to sleep. But, got to give credit where credit is due. Nate the Train did show up, like you said, Derek, mentally. But there's levels to this game, and you got to be careful what you ask for, especially when you're locking yourself inside the cage with another trained killer. Yeah. And I'm 50K Ige. A lot of people were overlooking this guy. A lot of people shouting out for Nate the Train in the DMs. But 50K Ige is time-tested, proven, not only good in a tactful battle that's going on, not only good in the chess match, but also good in a scrap too, bro. And a lot of people forget about that. Dan Ige is always down to really bite down on that mouthpiece and stand toe-to-toe. Not many people expected that out of him, but a good fight and a way to show your veteranship and stay composed and actually go the full distance, never really putting yourself in too much danger.
It was interesting because Dan Ige did seem a little down on his performance, where he was all like, I really wanted to get that finish. And that goes to show what type of competitor he is. And I think that with that win, we didn't learn too much about Dan Ige because the real ones already knew this was what the story was. My question is, what did we learn about Nate Landwehr once he gets to that upper echelon?
Ooh, that's a good question, Derek. Me personally, I'm going back to what I just said. I learned that this guy is mentally prepared. Mentally, he is there. He just needs to find those little bit of fine-tuning motions that are going to be able to get him to that next level and kind of mentally shift from I'm this big, sorry, Sasha Bear's not going to get in, but I'm this big animal that's just going to come in and brawl and force everybody to fight my will. But when that doesn't happen, most people crumble. Most people lose that kind of dog in them and get a little discouraged. If Nate is able to flip that mindset, change it to where, okay, well, the brawl isn't working. I need to go back to the fundamentals, the ones and twos, the down the pipe, slipping, getting off the head center line, all the stuff that makes champions who they are fundamentally. If Nate can really have that paradigm shift to be able to go back and forth, to pull on the dog when he needs it, but stay technically sound when he does, that right there will be what I'm excited to see for Nate. And if he can do that, that'll really elevate this dude's game to the next level. What do you think? What's the X factor he needs to come into this and grow?
I'm going to take exactly what you said, but I'm going to flip it. I think that what you saw was Nate Landwehr being able to talk himself up and convince the fans that he's nothing but a brawler and that he's going to come and just blood and guts and gore, and that's what a Nate Landwehr fight is. But you saw once he got in there, it was very technical. It was back to the M1 Global days, right, where he was very, very technical there. And then once the fight started getting away from him, late round 2, early round 3, that's when they were calling for, all right, you need to bring the train out. Where's the train at? Because we're just getting technical Nate here, and you're getting picked apart right now. We need to see the blood and guts. He did, in the end, turn it on a little bit, throwing the flying knees, trying to catch Ige with something. Just didn't quite come to fruition. Big win by 50K Dan Ige. And you know Nate the Train will be back. All right.